Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We going to the top. We're going to bring others with us. So please become a part of Notification Squad, Peep Squad. Hit that notification bell. Know each and every time I drop a video and be the first one to comment, baby. So what's going on? What's popping? Let's talk about Marital Medicine, Season 7, Episode 13. It's going down. It seems like Mariah is the only one throwing all the shade, and a little bit of shade is coming from Toya. But it's no fun. They're throwing shade at Quad, but Quad ain't throwing no shade back. So it's just like, where's the shade going? There's shade trees around, but ain't nobody ducking because ain't nobody paying it no attention. It seems like Quad and Dr. Jackie are playing Toya and Mariah like no notice, like they don't even know. Like they're not even there. They're just going on with the motions. I was like, And Scott and Contessa in their situation, ooh, Lord, it seems like Scott may have, derailed Contessa's plans to go over there to Nashville by basically talking negative about it with the children in the core, with the children around. And so therefore they felt like their mother was not there for them and she chose Nashville over them. And so that's why the oldest daughter was in school acting up, thinking like mommy don't love her, mommy don't want to be home. And kids can pick up on certain things because Contessa and Scott be arguing in the house. It was like, ooh, just like that therapist came over to the house, they could have had a nanny, they could have had a second mother do that too as well. It could have been a whole lot of more help for Contessa and Scott to get through this situation because Contessa wanted to do something different. She has put her life on hold, not her life on hold, but she has made a lot of changes for Scott. Scott has made some changes for Contessa too. But it seems like ever since Contessa removed one of her breasts and then got it replaced, it seems like she just had a new leash on life and she was not going to continue to be in the same marriage that she's in where she's just going to let everything fly by and not say anything. And if there's an argument or she's not feeling what Scott is doing, that she's just going to listen and being content. No, now content. She's not going to do that no more. Now she's speaking up. And I think, that situation gave her a voice. And she already had a voice, but just having a voice with her husband trying to work shit out like this ain't okay. Because usually how they work things out is argue, forget about it. Scott has amnesia sometimes. That's what it seems like. And then they go back on their merry way until they get into another argument, but they never heal from the first argument or never make any type of changes. And I think Contessa's ready for change. If there's no change in this relationship, Contessa is out the door. Point blank period. Scott is content, and Scott's a little jealous because he was getting upset when Contessa was talking about she done went to a swingers board with another dude. He was calling him a chump and a whole night. He was like, shut up. I was like, telling her to shut up. Oh Lord, you can see that aggression. Like, baby, chill out. It was years ago. You've been married to Contessa for years and you done got like buku of kids together. She ain't going nowhere. She's back. She's back with you right now. She ain't in Nashville. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the situation. And it seems like Buffy and Dr. Jackie had a little shade at the end of the day. I was like, what's going on with that situation? Oh Lord. Let's get into it. So please check out Liz's jewels. I have my Liz's jewels necklace, as you can see, and the earrings too as well. Check out Liz's jewels. Get you what you need, get you what you want, baby. And let's talk about Toya talking about she got too much booty and too much ass for her husband to be out here wanting to take a stripper home. It don't matter the size of it. It's just something new and something different. But Toya, yes, you do got a big old booty. You got a big old butt. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And so all the couples are in, the hotel room area, basically waiting for everybody to come through so they can do their activity, but they're making fun of Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Damon with their situation because, Heavenly went off on Dr. Damon. She done walked out the room. Things have not been kosher between them two. Well, and Heavenly let everybody know she was not happy. She was not feeling it, that Damon went to the strip club at all. Damon came out and was like, is everything okay? Because they're about to go do some medical services in the community, which is a good thing too as well. Toya's talking about Damon had a good old time. Heavenly's like, what are you talking about? And so we have Cecil on the bus line talking about Damon wanted to come home. They held him hostage and he didn't really want to be there. He was tired after dinner, or whatever. So Cecil, you just showing people that you can lie good. Like, what's going on with that situation? Just showing people you can lie good. I was just like, yay, here we go. And so, they're actually doing a good job. They're helping people out. And it's actually wonderful to see, too, as well. They're giving help, Contessa talking about she could do this for free. She don't care if she don't get paid. I was like, Contessa, okay, girl, we believe you, baby. And then Mariah comes out, and Simone done grabbed her breast, shaking her breast like, oh, girl, you look good. Anything gonna fall out? And then Mariah was like, ain't nothing gonna fall out. It's nothing my husband ain't seen. Ain't this a couple's trip? Basically throwing it in there again that Quad is there. It's a couple trip, and so I should be comfortable around my husband. Should be no strangers around. I was like, Mariah, and Simone is happy than a jaybird. She done got a free fill on Mariah. She got that fill on, baby. And so we have Cecil and Eugene basically making fun of Dr. Eugene, and Cecil basically talking about David. I think his name is Dave, doesn't know anything about CP time, color people's time, because he's always early. So they're going to try to basically change the time on him so he can actually come when everybody else arrives, because he's always early. He's an early bird. That's what I'm talking about. Don't be late, baby. Be on time. Ugh. And we have Toya being shady right here towards Quad, and she was like, oh, she got on jeans, so she respecting the fact that she's here with other people's husband. I was like, Toya, Quad ain't doing nothing to y'all. Y'all are throwing the shade at Quad. And it doesn't seem like the last 2 episodes or the last 3 episodes really does not even seem like Quad wants to be there. She's even a part of the cast. It just seems like, Quad is kind of like isolated, especially when it comes to this couples trip. And even though they did have a special night for Quad, it just doesn't seem like Quad is there or present in the moment. She's just there to be there. I don't know. It just seems really weird. So we have that situation. They're gonna all get together and play some games and have a good time. Mariah gotta be shady. Talk about, yes, we're gonna play the games with our husbands. And basically she won, the first round with our husbands. Lucky to have our husbands. Because, evidently Quad, is getting a divorce and she doesn't have a husband with her. And, they're all looking at Quad, because Quad has covered up all the way. And Mariah is cracking on Quad because she doesn't have a husband to partner up with, so she got to partner up with one of the guys from the beach. And Mariah was like, why don't you take him on a date? Why don't you spend some alone time with him? Mariah's being shady. But no one's being shady with Mariah, so that's the situation. So now Simone is changing up the situation where she's gonna switch the husbands up with the wives, especially the husband and the wives that have issues. And Dr. Damon, he's going to be partnered up with Mariah. And Dr. Damon's like, I think Simone might be maybe being shady. And Dr. Heaven, like, she's not being, I don't know why you're using the word might, maybe she is being shady. She partnered these two up, and that they ain't too cool, because Mariah was talking about him cheating, and she got receipts, and she don't get along with Dr. Heavenly, and Dr. Heavenly doesn't like Mariah because Mariah reminds her of her sister that she don't like and she don't talk to. So, and Buffy, she is partnered up with Curtis, and she was like, I come up to his penis, I'm only like 4 foot tall. And her husband was like, I was talking about his waist. She was like, oops, my bad. I didn't know the correct terms to use. So they're playing the game, and it looks like and Quad is partnered up with Mariah's husband Aiden. And then we have Jackie, we have Dr. Heavenly and Eugene. I believe Dr. Jackie and Eugene are together. Quad and Dr. Aiden together working as a team. Cecil and Heavenly, Cecil and Heavenly was going back and forth online, so it is what it is. Toya is with Scott. And so that's basically it. And Dr. Damon, he is with Mariah. And so it's a funny situation. Who is Cecil with? Cecil's with Heavenly. And so, what is his name? Dr. Damon. He won with Mariah. Mariah was like, see, we won. And people was accusing Dr. Damon of cheating because they thinking that he was using his hands. And Mariah was like, no, he wasn't cheating, not this time. Ooh, Mariah, you shady for that. And you smiling too, because you threw shade all the way. Oh, Lord have mercy. She threw that shade, but ain't nobody throwing shade back, so it's just like weird. And then we have Quad being extra nice to Aiden, and we have Heavenly assisting her somehow, put the napkin on his lap, help him out. And Quad is doing the damn thing because, Dr. Aiden was her partner. She's been a little shady too as well, because she said, that's my man. And Dr. Aiden turned around and said, I was your partner in the game. But Quad did come, she was covered up. She wasn't showing that juicy booty. And then they talked about Dr. Damon and having no activities after the strip club. And Cecil and Curtis is talking about after, you go to the strip club, you're going to come home and put that pipe down. And Dr. Damon couldn't put the pipe down because Heavenly was upset that he was looking at other cootie cat. And we have Contessa. She is talking about that she went to a swingers club, and everybody's looking at her like, what? And she was like, yeah, I went there, but I didn't know it was a swingers club or whatever. And they're saying, oh yes, you gotta know. Toy was like, yes, you gotta know. And they're like, why are you even and Scott is looking like, oh God, why is she telling these people this? Why is she telling the world this? Because Contessa wants to be free. Contessa is different now. Ever since that scare of her moving her breasts, she has a new leaf on life. It's just like her whole demeanor and attitude changed. Like, she's here for it. And if she got to throw Scott under the bus and the rest of the ladies that she don't get along with under the bus, she would. But if she used that same energy for everybody, it would be all point. It's just that she has that target energy towards certain people, which is Mariah. But not anybody else. And other people have been shady towards her. She sometimes she catches Heavenly shade and sometimes she doesn't. So, so then Contessa continues to talk about, this little date that she went on with this guy that wasn't her husband. I thought it was Scott at first. And you have Scott talking about he's nothing but a chump. And she was like, well, I don't know if he took me there to see was I down with it or whether it was just a test. And he was like, shut up. Telling her to shut up, and he had that angry, mean face. Like, boy, you done been married to her forever. You done got all these kids living together in the whole 9 yards. You got all these problems going on, and you worried about you getting angry about somebody in the past. I was like, maybe he just didn't want people to know. Maybe because I'm telling you, they were talking about threesome. Scott and Contessa was happy thinking about them having sex with other people. If they get their freak on, they'll be all right. Get your freak on. Get your freak on. They're older and they're adults, and they're supposed to be having a party of the dead bride, or whatever the case is. Cecil was supposed to go get his face painted. He was sitting there watching sports and drinking beer. He could care less. And Dr. Damon didn't give a damn either. He don't want his face painted. And we have Quad. She comes through. I think she looks pretty. Mariah says she looks like the bride of the dead. She looks like Chucky Bride or whatever, basically dissing her. And Toya and Mariah looks beautiful too as well. Toya looks nice. I don't know why they did her design like that. It doesn't even look like Mariah has on any scary makeup. And so they're looking at Quad in this picture like, Toya got her nose turned up, and Mariah's giving her that smirk like, bitch, I can't stand you. Lord. And we have Dr. Simone. She's giving a speech to her husband. She finally sat down and wrote him a speech and told him how she felt. I was like, ooh, that is so wonderful, and that is great for you to be doing that, because we didn't think you was ever going to show your feelings and your emotions. We hear you scream, we hear you yell, but it took the time to write Cecil a nice love note, which he's been waiting for. He wanted to know your emotions, how you feel, or whatever the case is. And now it's on and pumping, baby. So I was like, go ahead, do your thing. Do your thing. I was like, okay, the situation. So other than that, they were supposed to be leaving something behind. And leaving something behind, I think, what is her name? Buffy, she says she wants to leave behind pettiness and bring empathy, and that was towards Dr. Jackie, because people were saying Dr. Jackie has no empathy at all. So that was kind of like a shot, but also a resurrection of empathy. And it was nice, sweet, cute, but it was still shading. So then Dr. Jackie was like, well, I would like to leave toxic friendships behind, and that was definitely towards you, Buffy, because she thought she was your friend and she could talk about your business, but yet you stopped her in that. And she said, and take her true new friends with her, a renewal of true, authentic friendship. Authentic friendship, not this fake, fugazi, phony shit. And Dr. Simone was like, if I was you, Buffy, I would be quiet and I wouldn't say a goddamn word. I wouldn't say a word. And Dr. Heavenly said she wanted to leave the strip club behind them in Mexico and stay there. But Dr. Heavenly was like, she's okay that he went. But I wonder how Dr. Heavenly feels that he was offered, Dr. Damien was offered sex. Somebody didn't want to give him some cootie cat. So Buffy, she said, leave pettiness behind. That was petty what you said, baby. And empathy, because that's the thing that you didn't say about her. But if that's her true feelings, Dr. Jackie responded. I was just like, okay. And we have Quad. Her lawyer looks like he's a scumbag. And he wants to be on TV so bad. And then on top of that, she offered him a drink. He was like, yeah, a shot of tequila and some water, a shot of tequila and some Coke. Of course he wanted some tequila and some Coke on the side, baby. She offered him a drink like he didn't want to drink. He's a lawyer. Of course he drinks. He drinks. And so now it comes to the point where Dr. Eugene has not did his taxes, so things are not going like the way that they want it to go, like it's planned to go. So now, Quad is going to have to file her taxes separately, or whatever the case is with that. She signed the documents. She's like, oh my God, this is so shocking. I'm going to be signing my, her married name on a paper. She hasn't used it for a year. And the lawyer was like, 17 documents, one signature, and then the court, then we gone. And she's signing a settlement agreement. So I guess Dr. Gregory, they came up with an agreement. Now he got to sign, and Quad done signed it. And she's like, shocked. I was with him forever. With him for 10 years. And now it's over. It's not what she planned and not what she wanted. But it's a new change. You would think that she would have somebody around, with some of her friends around. Maybe she has somebody from the circle, somebody from her childhood around to be there. But we have, Curtis, he has a situation with Dr. Jackie being too busy doing all these projects and keeping him out and not spending quality time with her husband and having the relationship that he desires to have with her, so they don't go back to their separate ways and living separate lives or whatever. So he confronted Dr. Jackie. She took it in stride and she said, okay, I don't ever want to go back to that situation. And this is something that Dr. Simone was saying about Jackie being too busy, and Dr. Jackie do this time and time again, where she's really be going through some things and she'll carry like 8 or 10 projects and stay so busy where she don't even give herself time to think. And I guess this is living for her, completely being totally busy. But that house that she's putting together, baby, is going to be beautiful. The way she is designing and decorating that house to fit her standard and her need, oh Lord have mercy. And her office looks beautiful, and she got a whole system. She got her own office, baby. She ain't paying nobody rent. So I mean, that money's going back to her. Pay them properly tax, and that's it. And Contessa is having a drink, and basically she is confronting Scott and letting Scott know, how do you think Mexico was? He was like, I think it was great. Scott has amnesia. He forgets that they had an argument. He forgets that, things wasn't so great. It was one argument, you know what I mean? Maybe one or two, but it went there. And she was like, she's ready to just go in. So I think when Contessa gets to that 10, she'd be ready to go. It'd be all hell. She'd be ready to go too as well. So well, she really seems unhappy. And they're having a situation where Contessa is accusing Scott of basically manipulating the kids and talking very negative about Nashville. And that's what turns the kids off towards her being there, giving her a hard time and crying and everything like that. But also, Contessa, you miss all of your kid's birthday too as well. So, you could have worked something out, and Scott has to be driving more too as well. Scott, you could have drove to Nashville too as well. You could have drove to Nashville and dropped the kids off. When they had no school or they had a break or a little vacation, drop the kids off while she was there. Now Scott is saying she can go back to school because he knows that this is really bothering her and it's a situation. But I don't know if Contessa is going to take that step to go back to school in Nashville, or she's going to find a school in Atlanta. It'll be even if she can find one in Atlanta. But if the one in Nashville has more credentials and more credible and more acceptable in the field that she's going in, then you understand Nashville. But Scott said he ain't want to be moving around no more, so they have to come to an agreement how they can work things out and reach somewhere, because Contessa is believing that Scott is turning the kids against her, and that's a hurtful feeling. And for her to seriously believe that, is something going on. And then they showed us a little bit some of the evidence. So You already know. So you guys tell me what you think. It seems like Married to Medicine dropped down a little bit with, being interesting. I mean, like, if they would have kept it up from the first 5 episodes when Married to Medicine came on and just kept going, pushing that narrative and going down that road and just solving everything and getting into it and all this other stuff, it would be on and popping, baby.